Alrighty, we are given the gradient function, so dy by dx, the derivative of y with respect to x, is negative 5 x to the power of 4 plus 6. We know the curve, in other words the original function y, passes through a point 17. We're asked to find the equation for y. So since we're given the derivative, to find the original equation, we will need to anti-differentiate to find the equation y equals something. Alright, so let's do that now. So y would equal, so to anti-differentiate, we write the term as is, except we add 1 to the power, so in this case 4 becomes 5, and we divide the whole term by the new power, which in this case is 5. Now the antiderivative of plus 6 is plus 6x. Again, the same rule applies, because actually there's an x to the power of 0 there, right, which is just 1. So we would write 6x to the power of 0, but we add 1 and then divide by 1, which gives us 6x. And don't forget, whenever we anti-differentiate, we have this unknown constant c, and that's because the antiderivative of 0 is any constant. It could be 1, right? The derivative of 1 is 0. It could be negative 1 billion, because the derivative of negative 1 billion is also 0. So that's why we add excuse me, plus c on the end. So just to simplify it a bit, negative 5 divided by 5 gives negative 1. Alright, so good progress. Now we haven't found the equation yet, but we're pretty close, right? The last thing we need to do is find c. So in order to find c, we need to know a point that the curve passes through. How convenient. X and y. So in for x, we will substitute 1. In for y, we will substitute 7 in order to solve for c. So let's do that now. So using 1, 7, because that point is on this curve, we can substitute it in. So in for y goes 7, in for x goes 1, and c stays as a variable. So negative times 1 to the power of 5, 1 to the power of 5 is 1, and then times negative is negative 1, plus 6 plus c. So what's that? 5. Subtracting 5 from both sides, we get c equals 2. Alright, so let's ask ourselves, have we found the equation for y? No. Right, we found c, and we found y in terms of c, so now let's put them together. So y equals minus x to the power of 5 plus 6x plus, instead of c, plus 2. Right, and then we're done. So that is a quintic function, so highest power of x is to the power of 5. Cool, and that is an achieved question.